Okay, I'm live. I also kind of think Mario Day is really friggin' stupid. I think it's like the dumbest thing. Oh, hey! Happy Mario Day, everybody! There's just something about it that just reeks of. It's like if Disney had a Mickey Day. It just does not sit well with me for some reason. Hmm. That's funny. Well, we're gonna play some Mario, and I think one of the best, not the best remakes necessarily, but one of the best like compilations, like remastered compilations that exists is Mario All Stars. There's some pretty cool ones out there, but wow. Okay, I'm gonna just see if I can get this working too. Awesome, and hopefully you should be able to hear me and Idarama at a decent volume. If you need any changes in audio, just let us know. Cool. It looks like nice, awesome. Okay, um, it's working well, and I'm able to lurk because I have a having a work computer is nice. Being able to lurk um, on multiple channels because honestly, there's like I think you can lurk like with on like what 2 channels while you're streaming or something like that. Is there like a cap? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I wasn't able even to open one when I streamed before because I had my laptop which I'm streaming from now, and there's a lot of limitations, and one of them is one of them is like you can't run 2 tabs of Twitch on at the same time, which is pretty funny. Mm. Yeah, it's crazy like how quickly CPU usage can be taken up. Like when you take it for granted, you don't really notice, but then as soon as you as soon as you like need every bit of it, then you're budgeting it, you're like, oh shit. Cool. Oh, you have Pac-Man 99. What is that like? I've never played it. Is it like Tetris 99, like the same concept, where everybody's playing the same? Hmm. It's a tough game, actually. Through some of the retro roulettes, I played a few versions of them, and it's a very very tough game. It doesn't look like. Are we getting audio? I'm not getting my game audio. I just want to see if it's coming through on my end. Just one sec. That's very strange. I'm just gonna see. That's just very odd to me that that's not happening. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna pretend that we got audio. I don't know. Let me just refresh here. Weird. Looks like there's some lagging happening. I'm just gonna let that sort itself out, which it tends to do. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, in terms of this game, I've recently I know you, you know that I've been doing the Deathless challenge in Mario 3, which is just absolutely awful. It's just that whole idea is just super awful. So I'm not necessarily partial to playing Mario 3 right now, but if you want to try one out, I haven't played multiplayer All Stars since I was a kid, since I was growing up with my cousins, and yeah. Oh, nice. Do you want to try Mario 1? Yeah. Yeah, just to kind of like get a taste of it, because it's been like I played this game, like it's so funny. I play this game in like weird little compartmental bites. Like I'll just come in and play a few levels of lost levels sometime, and then I won't play it for a while. Then I'll beat Mario 2, and then I won't play it for a while. It's like this whole thing. It's funny. I wonder why. Now, hopefully that doesn't create any lag, but I wonder. I literally have no music. Like there's no, there's no music or sound effects, which is very odd. Not sure why that's happening. We might have to start over. I don't know. I don't know. There's a weirdness going on with this setup. I can hear everyone now, but maybe Discord, the app, is somehow taking over. That's weird that all the music would disappear though. That's what's so strange. Like, it's a mystery. So this, I play a lot of Mario 1 on NES, and there's such a different feel in this game. Like the forward jump, it's almost like it slows you down when you get to like the highest point in your ascension, like in your jump. Almost like an invisible being is just like grabbing onto you for a second and then letting go. It's very weird. Yeah, the original way. There's something really good about, there's like a feeling that's really good about playing the NES one. But yeah, like, I don't know if, in fact, I don't know if there's a difference between Luigi and Mario here. Like maybe you get like a little extra height, or no, it's probably the same. Okay. Oh, what, you banned Markiplier from my stream? What the hell? You banned Markiplier? That's the most that was the most exposure my channel's ever gotten. Oh God, that's funny. That's so funny. Like PewDiePie. That's funny. Damn. Oh well. Not sure why the music's not happening, but I'm not gonna complain about it. Just gonna roll with it. Nice. Also, please go check out Itarama's channel as well. If you are watching and you don't follow Itarama, go and do that. We'll do a shout out in a sec. Nice. When I was playing Mario 3, I was really loving the underground aesthetic, like the backgrounds, the multi layers. It's a simple thing, but they like really made the underground levels look awesome in Mario 3 on All Stars, and I think this looks so cool too. Like I remember the first time playing this, just the animation of the lights in the background. I was like, holy shit! Like it kind of blew your mind, right? So that's why everyone was so. I think that's the main reason why everyone was so like disappointed with 3D All Stars, because it was like, you just remembered last week there was a memo that was emailed to Nintendo saying like, by the way guys, like we should do this because this blank anniversary is coming up, you know? It just didn't feel. Yeah, and I feel like they could have, like, Galaxy was great. I've mentioned this before. Like, it feels really awesome to play on the Switch, but ooh, that was close. I feel like yeah, like those games they could have done something to like Mario 64, but Mario 64 DS already exists, and it's kind of already done a bunch of improvements and stuff. So I don't know. It feels like I understand why they didn't add too much to it, but weirdly, the Pokemon Company is fantastic at releasing stuff and timing things up with their anniversaries, and not even just milestone anniversaries, but Nintendo sucks at it. It's like this weird, like maybe they just are more connected to it. Um, like the Pokemon Company just like cares more about the fans a little more than Nintendo does. Totally, like as a whole. Who knows? That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and they have there's more room, there's more resources and time they can put into stuff like cuz they're not worrying about Metroid Prime 4 or whatever else is coming out. Yeah. No, I think that's Metroid Prime Forever on the N64. Basically. I came here to do two things: kill Metroids and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Bogmired, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing some shout outs. We don't have any game audio going on right now for some reason, but I'm playing with Itorama where are we celebrating Mario Day? No, we just happen to be doing a co-op on Mario Day. But yeah. Yeah, it just lined up, which is funny. I'm sure we're gonna get, if we haven't already, like the first look at Chris Pratt's Mario voice today. By the way, because if they don't if they don't release something about that, then they're just wasting. Like, why create a holiday for nothing? You know. It's funny. Yeah, welcome Bogmired and Fooder Hill. Welcome to the stream. Fooder Hill says Nintendo equals money hungry demons. I'm a demon. Well, when you have something like the Wii that printed money, and then you get a little taste for it, it's hard to it's hard to change, hard to go back. Well, yeah, this is like, again, it looks pretty simple, but like the first time this came out, it's like, holy shit, waterfalls, two faces on the clouds. That's insane. Talk about HD. But I do remember this. Like when I was a kid, I used to. So I had a lot of cousins on my dad's side of the family, like almost 60 or so, and we would always go to my grandparents for Sunday dinner and stuff. And underneath the stairs, like into the basement, there was like a little storage room, kind of like playroom area that was really small. But all of us were young, so like just the older kids would have to like duck. But there's an old Nintendo in there and an NES. And before I owned my own NES, my grandma just bought one because she's like 60 kids. I'm just gonna buy an NES and a bunch of games, and then none of my aunts and uncles owned consoles. It was just you get to go over once a week, and you guys all get to play. But with cousins that were like in their 30s and cousins that were also like 4 and 5, like it was a pretty crazy range. We had to take turns, and at one point the only game we had was Super Mario Brothers 1. And the way that it worked is there was a lineup always every Sunday dinner, and if you were good, you got to stay, and if you died, you had to pass the controller on to the next person and then go to the back of the line. But it was like almost 50 people. So when I first played, I remember like dying from the first Goomba and then waiting 45 minutes to an hour and a half to then jump over that Goomba and then die from the second Goomba. It was like the worst way to learn how to play this game. But then when I finally got it, it was like when I finally got an NES and had that game with the Duck Hunt like cart and stuff, it was like a godsend. I was able to play it. I only focused on that game, and I just spent so much time on Mario 1. It's pretty funny. It was like the redemption, just to finally be able to play it whenever I wanted. That's pretty cool. It was totally a thing, though. It's really funny. Hmm. Yeah. It's funny though, those moments like they stick in your mind, right? Because it's like you didn't get to play them all the time, so it's like, like a rare opportunity. Earthworm Jim's kind of like that because for the same reason. There was like a schoolyard friend who had just rented it, and he was like, "What are you doing? Do you want to play Earthworm Jim?" And I was like, "Holy shit!" And it was cool. Like at the time, it just came out, and I played like for like 2 hours only, and never owned the game. So it's got this like it's like burned in my memory. See, this is cool too. The castles in this look great. Oh no! Yeah, definitely. And same with like actually even the Mario 2 castles look fantastic. In this as well, like Ward's Castle and stuff. Pretty much every game. Actually played a ROM hack of Mario World that just put all these graphics in it. So it was like Mario 1 edition, and it was awesome. It didn't change anything else, just the graphics. Yeah, 100%. Also, there's a weird glitch that if you're playing the NES one, you can get stuck on the trampoline if there's like too many sprites on screen, and it'll push down, then disappear, and then you're stuck on the ground. So you don't get like a a bounce back. Yeah, and it doesn't happen in this. It's definitely something they fixed. Bogmeier says it's like standing in line at Disneyland, or it's like standing in line at a Disneyland ride to play Mario. Totally worth it. Same thing happened. That's so funny. It's funny. Sometimes you'll get that like perfect ledge grab where you jump back up on the ledge. Nope. Damn. Yeah, that saved me so many times. Yeah, that does not make sense. There's got to be some different because there's differences for sure in the gravity, and obviously they built this up from the ground up, like you can tell. Even playing the Game Boy Color version has the same thing going on for it. Like there's slightly different physics, and I'm not sure. It's so funny. Like Nintendo themselves has just reinterpreted the physics of Mario One so many times. It's like they're always like, I think this is what it was like, and they just get someone to do it from memory. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. They're all like, it's like they got a different person. It's almost like they just draw straws and they're like, yeah. It's like Robert gets to make his version of Mario One now. Oh damn it! This is awful. This should not be a spot that I keep getting stuck in. Yeah, I'm trying to like not necessarily do the warps, but at the same time, oh damn. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, exactly. Huh? So you beat the NES one recently, like you like very recently. You said right? Nice, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is there a way to beat Mario Brothers on the arcade, like the original Mario Bros? Or is that like one of those things where it just keeps going like Pac-Man, and you just keep getting more? Oof, that's rough. Yeah, I'm curious though. I wonder because I mean, even Donkey Kong Jr. Like every time I play it, I might be getting like a little bit better, but there doesn't seem to be an end to it. It just gets faster. Which one thing I think is really funny is oh shit, Castlevania 1. I didn't realize this until we beat it on stream, but Castlevania 1, when you beat it, it gives you like a second quest, and I was like, what? I had no idea there's a second quest, and all it does is just add more bats and medusas into every single level. It's crazy difficult. Oh, crazy. Oh, maybe that's a thing as well too with the original Castlevania, because I wasn't paying attention that much to the damage. Oh, we got our first coin heaven section. Woo. Hmm. Interesting. Somebody made a ROM hack of Castlevania 4 that's the opposite, actually. Like it like increases the amount of damage you do and decreases just by one, decreases the amount that you take. And I think it was called Bloodletting or something. Castlevania 4 Bloodletting. I played a hack that had like a bunch of mods attached to it. And that was one of them. And the coolest part about it was that you could spam your weapon. Like there was less delay between your weapon spams, so you could spam your weapon like maybe not twice as fast, but like a little bit faster. So if you had multiple axes, then you could like toss them way quicker, which I thought was cool. That was a nice little touch. But that'd be a cool game to see like remade. I'd be into that. Or like a spiritual successor to Castlevania 4, like Castlevania 4 Resurrection or something. I think Central Scrutinizer played it before, where it's like it's Doom, it's like first person Castlevania basically, right? Yeah, I think I've seen like one or two moments of it, but oh yikes. Well, you probably have to be really accurate, right, with the whip, as opposed to having like projectile weapons. There's some cool like Doom mods out there. Like there's one called Golden Souls 2, which is Mario themed. And there's like shy guys and sniffets and stuff that you fight. And yeah, there's a few. Nice. I like that. Somebody's got it dancing. Well, I don't know. Narcolepsy, welcome to the stream, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. It's the peanut butter jelly time moon, because I mean it kind of looks like a banana. It totally has the same vibe. Oh no. Speaking of that, we got Zero Wing the last time I did a retro roulette for like space and sci-fi themed games. That was a hilarious game to watch the intro of. If you know, anyone who grew up with the internet and knew anything about E-Bomb's World or All Your Base Are Belong to Us, that was such a funny, funny intro. It's actually a really fun game. I was quite shocked at how fun it was. It's a shmup, and I like it way better than like Gradius and Parodius and stuff like that. They're not my favorite type of game, but they're fun. Me too. Me too. There's just something about them. Like I ended up playing and beating Parodius on the Game Boy, and I really like that one. But because it was on the Game Boy, it had like 4 levels or something. So they're just difficult games. Anything bullet hell. Have I seen the Zombies Ate My Neighbors do mod? Ooh, what? That sounds incredible. Bogmeyer draws just dropping that in the chat. And Narcolepsy actually is working on a Zombies Ate My Neighbors ROM hack right now with all custom levels. Because there's actually there's a really cool level editor that exists out there. Yeah, and a level editor in that style is really interesting because of the isometric view, right? Like you can do some pretty cool stuff, um, like haunted forests and is it oh, I guess it's not isometric. You're right. You're right. It's like just tilted down. Yeah, isometric has to be angled. That's right. But just the view of the levels, like there's a really cool, like it's not nearly the same as like making a Mario World level or something. Oh shit. This is such a tough section. Like the double bullet bill there. Holy crap. Yeah, it's there was their way of like, oh shit, it's almost the end of the game. We have to make these the last 4 levels really difficult. We don't have any more room on the cart. Yeah. Wait, will it let us do multiple of one enemy? It's like, yep. I guess it will. Oh shit. Right into the soup. Bowser just looking straight down into it too. Nice. Oh wait, does continue mean that I have to like go from 1-1 again? That'd be hilarious. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. That's fair. Oh my god. That was crazy. That was crazy. I was gonna say I like the designs of these Hammer Brothers a little bit better than the Mario 3 ones because they just look like Koopas. Yeah, and they feel like more like Donkey Kong style arcade hammers. Nice. That was awesome. Well, that's like so hard to do because you didn't do a full running jump there, and like I feel like I always hesitate when I jump over those things. Like when I'm jumping over the arc of hammers, I always hesitate when I'm not running jumping. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny because for me, the run button is like the crutch that I need for that. Bogmeyer says, yeah, the Zombies Ate My Neighbors mod is really awesome. The Doom mod. Also, does holding A and pressing start work in All Stars for game over? I don't know. What would that do? Is that something that happens in Mario World? Can you like share lives? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh. That's funny. I did not know that. Learning new things all the time. In the OG Mario, it starts you off in the last world you were at, but you have to press that though. You have to press A and start. Interesting. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it seems like they just tried to like streamline it, right? Make all the games have similar functionality. Oh, 42 coins. Thank you, Douglas Adams. Yeah, I kind of went down. Shit. Damn. I want a Mario 1 treasure ship level now. That'd be cool. Actually, really, ooh, that was the some quite hot foot action you had going on there. His shoes just don't have bottoms. He's just running for it, Hobbit style. Is Luigi the Samwise Gamgee of the Mario universe? Samwise Gamweech? Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? Anything, and I was actually I've been rewatching The Simpsons. It's a totally different topic, but I've been rewatching The Simpsons with my partner, and she didn't really like she grew up with it, but her parents weren't like pro like that type of cartoon, that sort of thing. But like I was all about it, like all about classic cartoons and stuff, and just that hand drawn style. And so we're rewatching it, and there's a lot of episodes that she hasn't seen. And one thing that we're noticing, like I'm only in season 6, but one thing that we're noticing from having seen recent ones, ooh, is that characters, there that section too. That's the last Hammer Bro, right? Like of the whole game. But yeah, the one thing I noticed is that like characters become so homogenized, like the collective interpretation of that character ends up usurping a character if it's around for a long time. So there's so much nuance to like Sherlock Holmes, but we know Sherlock Holmes way more based on like the stereotypes and the homogenized sort of view of it. And the same thing with like Homer. One thing that is super crucial to him as a character is like him thinking about something, having a conversation with someone, and then getting onto a different train of thought, and then stopping, completely forgetting he's in a conversation and going, something. So like, sprinkles or donuts. And it's not just the fact that he eats and is fat. It's like that is a specific character quirk that eventually just gets written out over time. And I don't know if it's because they had to compete with Family Guy over the years, or just like the way that adult animated shows evolved. But it's so homogenized now. Like Bart is just like an underachiever. But if you watch the first 6 seasons, it's like, no, these are all nuanced people that have many different levels and layers to them. And I just think in general, if something's around a long time, it's going to eventually become like homogenized or like distilled. And I think that that's what happened with Luigi, is he's kind of distilled. Like people only remember the fact that he's scared of ghosts. Like, yeah, that sort of thing. Ooh. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's still a sitcom, and still like the original Simpsons is so much like weirdly Fresh Prince of Bel Air in that you can watch it and no matter what time you watch it in, it's relatable. Like there's something that you can like it holds true, and it's not super dated. It's more about the character development and stuff and that's the thing. That's why Shakespeare. I know this is such a weird thing to compare, but that's why Shakespeare lasted a test of time, because they're just stories that we can all relate to, that are about like human characters, and the character arcs are like very relatable in whatever time, right? Like, one of my favorite Shakespeare characters is Mufasa. But yeah, I don't know. It's something that it's really easy to notice when something's been around for a long time. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Well, it's funny because there's an episode of The Simpsons where Homer gets an iPod, and the whole thing is about that. And then there's also an episode of The Simpsons where Homer gets a PC, and he made his own like Angel Fires, like GeoCities style drag and drop website that has like a dancing Jesus gif on it, and he just doesn't understand like what website design is about, and that's relatable because my first website I ever made had dancing Jesus gifs and also Simpsons gifs on GeoCities, which is hilarious. But it was one of those things that like you can rewatch that episode where gets his first computer and is like wrapping his head around it, and it's not dated. It's still about his character. Like there's like character growth. He learns like not to pry in other people's lives. Like there's a moral and everything. And then the iPod one is just like blah 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 iPod, blah 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 Apple. Yeah. And there's a great episode of one of the, I don't know, the fourth time that Futurama's been resurrected. But one of the newer Futurama episodes has the iPod, which is like something that they put in the character's eyes. And it's like it mentions iPod a bunch of times. It's not dated. It works because there's character development. So it's not just that cut and dry. Like I feel like they did a great job with that show, like not dating the episode by mentioning iPods, and then they completely failed. Oof. Yeah, totally. But it's just really interesting, right? Because like there might even be crossover in some of those, um, like writers, But it's just how it's presented. Apparently, like the whole Bender not being on the show thing, I guarantee you that was just to make Futurama relevant again. By the way, because now he's on the show. Yeah, they're like, let's just hold back one guy in the cast. Yeah. 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 Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And also at the same time, like get what make sure you get paid, but like don't ask for more than you need. Dudes on Adventure Time, dudes on Futurama, and the amount of like Futurama rerun royalties that he's getting just from Futurama alone, it's like you're fine. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Which is hilarious to think of because I always picture Jake in the Gears of War scene because it's the same voice. Yeah, it was animated, right? Yeah, Mark Hamill's not an easy person to follow up. Yeah, nice. Is that in the style of the animated series, like the TV, the old TV show? Okay, nice, nice. Oh, cool. Right, what's your favorite Marcus Phoenix line? Finn. Because that's like all Jake ever says. It's just he just yells Finn's name, unless you sing bacon pancakes. They're like, Marcus, we're in the middle of a battle. What the hell are you doing? That game was really fun, actually, when it came out. I remember having a lot of co-op fun with Gears of War 1. Nice. Such good co-op, too. Like, that was, I think, what really made it stand out for me is I don't know, I wasn't really into that style of game, but then my buddy had it, and often I would watch my buddy Derek growing up. He would play a bunch of, Counter Strike, Team Fortress, a whole bunch of different like first person shooters and stuff, early Call of Duty. But that was like the first time I was like, damn, this is cool because it feels like an old school like co-op experience. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. That there's online. Okay. Amazing. And they were like, we don't want this guy here. And you're like, all right. Yeah, yeah. That's funny. Oh, I wonder. And was it similar to like Counter Strike in the multiplayer? Like, was it like just like 4v4 or whatever? Like, and whoever survived? Okay, yeah, so similar. Then, damn, nice. Yeah, when that came out, I was playing a lot of GTA. GTA was it? I think 4 came out around the same time back in the day. Three, three like really messed with me because when I first saw it, like, so my cousins had GTA 2 and GTA 1 on the PC, and I loved it. I actually want to play it. Let's see. Okay, so hold on. Let's try this really quick. Um, Hold down A while pressing start. Okay, let's see if that does anything. But yeah, I do want to damn, hopefully that works. Yeah. Yeah, like so GTA 2 was really fun, and I guess the fact that it was like top down kind of made it feel more like a twin stick shooter. I really really enjoyed it. I played the hell out of it on PS1, and then GTA 3 came out, so I just expected it to be like more tame. and I rented it with my buddy from school. We rented Final Fantasy X and GTA 3, which is like the funniest combination of games. So like to me, the main character of GTA will always forever be like an honorary party member with Waka and Tidus and all them. Oh, what's that, Nigel? Yeah, welcome to the stream. Zombie Paper, welcome to the stream as well. Hope you're doing well. Whoa. But yeah, GTA 3 really like kind of like messed me up, traumatized me a little bit because we were playing like literally we were doing like a goofy blitzball match in Final Fantasy X, and then we're like, hey, let's try this next one. And the first thing my buddy did was he went to a cafe and shot someone in the head, and I was like, oh my god. I'm like, this is pretty rough, because like you just at the time, GTA 2 was like I said top down, even though it was a game with guns, it just wasn't like a graphic game. But yeah, GTA 4 I really enjoyed. GTA 3 didn't pull me in as much. But I really like, yeah, I think I will one day do a stream where we play maybe the second one on stream. Could be fun. Oh yeah, I did play a bit of that too. Yeah, just it's like sandbox stuff. You didn't do the missions or anything like that. There's I don't know. There's an arcade feel to the old ones, but then they lose it in the like in the 3D era. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. What were you streaming? What was going on over in Nigel's place? Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh, nice. Another game that, like, I mean, not the same as this, but there's like a finesse to the pixel art style in this game, that kind of reminds me of Celeste a little bit. Like the shading, there's a lot of detail in the pixel art. Such a beautiful game to watch. Whew. Oh no. Crazy. You were playing yesterday, right? You were doing some Cuphead, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's I can't even get past the first level. I've bought like two or three copies of Cuphead, bought copies for some friends, but I can't get past the first level. It's so difficult for me for some reason. I love the art style. Like I'm a big fan of the games, and I know that there's eventually DLC coming out. They pushed it back a couple times. Yeah, which is cool, and I think they're gonna add new levels, new bosses. Like it'll be cool. Also, Stegosaurus McCartney, one of our mods, has been raving about the Cuphead show on Netflix. Has anybody watched that? It's got an old school style to it, like visually, but I think it's got a little more like modern humor. So it's an interesting juxtaposition. And it got picked up. Yeah, yeah. It looks cool. Like it has like a grainy hand drawn sort of look like the game does, which is really cool. Although like the only thing is, as soon as you start to add like I don't know like witty, punny little remarks like a '90s cartoon, I don't know. Like I hope it doesn't become like Mondo cool. You know what I mean? Like just like yeah, exactly, exactly. I don't know how to describe it, but we know exactly what we're talking about. That's funny. That's no good. Mhm. It doesn't make sense that that's his thing. Like, why you're like a lean, fast running machine, but chili dogs is, I guess he needs the protein. Yeah. Yeah. Or like what, maybe it was like a trending thing like that year. Chili dogs were like the hit trendy, like, fair snack, or like amusement park snack. So they're just like, people love this stuff. Beaver tails. Yeah. It was actually big chili dogs, TM. Yeah, Zombie says get that big chili dog sponsorship. But at that point, you'd have to be a mukbang streamer because like you just gotta constantly eat them on stream. It's the only way. Yeah. Hey, there's yeah, exactly. Or just like a marked down to reduce pack of pack of hot dogs from the grocery store, but you have the best toppings. Mess with the big chili dog and chill with the fishes. That's funny. I just noticed. I think the bullet bills are trying to flap their arms. Is that what's going on? That's incredible. That's funny. Yeah. It makes them a little more like into a Looney Tunes character. Yeah. What? Okay. I'm still World 3-3 this whole time. Oh my god. This is awful. Not having music. 8-3, yeah. It sucks because like there is something like right now I don't have my audio for my Switch capture card coming through for whatever reason, but there is something to be said about not having the audio cues. You know, like it does make a difference. But also at the same time, I sometimes will mute difficult sections of a game, and it'll be easier for me to like get through it if that makes sense. Like there's like less audio distraction. Just trying to find that balance. Oh. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well, some of your ghouls and ghost streams, like you'll be going, you got like some really nice smooth jazz going on, and it actually does kind of remove you from that, like oh shit I'm gonna die moment, like that zone, which is kind of cool. Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's basically Cuphead, right? Like Cuphead's using that philosophy, which is funny. Yeah. What's cool about it is that all the musicians, so the guys that made it, they're brothers, inspired by the Flesher brothers, which is kind of cool. Like they almost started their company 100 years after the Flesher brothers started their company, and the music is all recorded live off the floor with local Vancouver jazz musicians. So they're based out of Vancouver. They're not too far from where I'm at, and it's a they basically were able to like employ 50, 60 and pay 50, 60 jazz musicians, like incredible jazz musicians, that maybe wouldn't have had that gig otherwise, or like wouldn't have necessarily played together otherwise. Because I think they like reached out to all these people and like put together a band, which is pretty awesome. There's a cool video of it. Yeah, if you're interested in it, you can check it out on YouTube. There's like a making of the soundtrack, and you see the creators just watching these like 60 people playing the boss music, like the ding, 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 ding. Like it's pretty crazy to think about. Yeah, and I mean, it's cool when you can hire one composer. And actually, for my current work, like I'd mentioned that I work at a game dev company. We do like mobile games mainly, and they got big doing like MySpace and Facebook games, not unlike like Farmville, but they're like different themed. They're like PvP games, text-based RPGs from like 2008, basically. But their mobile apps have just one looping song right now. So I pitched with the marketing team to potentially just, why don't I just make new music? And they're down, which is really cool. And there's new games being worked on the team. So currently there's no in-house musician, and I'm doing like community manager stuff. But I'm really excited to just do a few loops, and then see if I can't pitch. Because right now they were outsourcing to a bunch of LA session musicians, and it's like no, no, no. I live down the street. We can do this. We can get like local musicians to do this. So I'm gonna try and see if we can, like, if I can impress them with this, then maybe the next game that they work on, they that's going to be a mobile app or something. Maybe they consider not just mobile. Maybe they consider like releasing it on Steam or releasing it like in different fashions and having music be a focus. Yeah, and also the cool thing about this company is I've never worked for a company that's like really open in terms of um, I've never worked for like a CEO that allowed me to book time with him and have a one-on-one conversation and pitch an idea to him. So I've got a couple of game ideas that I've been developing that I want to pitch. So this is sort of like, that's like step 3 or 4 in the process, where when I've got a fleshed out idea, I can pitch it and pitch me as the composer as well, which would be really cool. Like, there's lots of game companies I could have got a job with, but I'm very shocked that they're so open, which is cool. And also, I mean, they're called Kano, and they're named after a Mortal Kombat character, so that's a good sign, because I spent a lot of time with Mortal Kombat. Probably the only fighting, like arcade fighting game that I really played as a kid. Mm, nice. I think they end up being like button mashers to me, but that game, Mortal Kombat, for some reason, damn it, didn't feel like a button masher. Like my mind, there was like something about it that made me like want to learn the combos, whereas like other games I played, it was like, damn, this is difficult. I'm just pressing random things right now. Mm. 3 was a lot of fun, and I had them for Genesis as well too, so it was a different experience. It's actually, I didn't have many games for Genesis, but those were some of the few ones. Yeah. Yeah, totally. That's funny. Yours was just the workout before the tournament. No, no, it's like wrestling. It's just for the it's just for the certain camera angle. Oh shit, that Goomba fully got revenge for his people there. He stomped on you. Yeah. Now I need an animated montage of the Goomba getting ready, like putting a headband on, putting on the war paint. I will not be stopped. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Moving left, and sometimes he's moving right. Because that's all they do. There's really nothing. In fact, I'd be hesitant to call them enemies. I think they're more obstacles than enemies. Finally beat this level. Oh, so instead of saving them, you're killing them. Hold on a second. Where did that mushroom come from? You just popped a toad guy's head out of a block. That's crazy. It's like they're all turned into statues or like dry ice, and then somebody knocked them all over and they just shattered. Luigi, what the hell, man? That's the entire populace of the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. You know, obviously, they didn't expect this to be like a big universe. They were just like, we're making a game. Damn. Whoop. And then he's like eating, while he's eating psychedelic mushrooms, he's like, thanks, and continues to draw. There's so many turtles. There's so many turtles in here. It's like, okay, we gotta get him some water. That's funny. Shigeru me a mustache. Okay, finally. I got, yeah, exactly. That's way better. Shigeru mustache moto. I like that. Okay, I think I actually was able to. That was the first time I was able to beat 3, 2. No, we were stuck here for a while. But come on, this is. Yeah, but we didn't get past it. I don't think. This one. So here's a great example of the difference between the NES version and this, because this level you can absolutely easily speed through using like the forward momentum that you get and that you build up in the NES version, but you don't get that same kind of momentum in this. And so you have to like, I find that you have to do like smaller jumps, more careful jumps in that section. It's kind of funny actually. Hopefully, yeah, the lighting should be okay. Have you ever been able to do that trick? I posted it on my Twitter, like a GIF of it, but the trick where you bounce constantly on a Koopa shell and get infinite 1-ups. I've never been able to do it. Oh shoot. Yeah, yeah. Like that hop. Oh, not that hop. Shit. Oh my god, finally. Those toads must have been really close. Every world there's gonna be, yeah, 3. Oh, I don't know. It's the bag never changes in size. They just kidnap more toads, so there's less room for them in there. By world 8, it's just like the bodies of toads. It's just 8 8 toads just fall out of it, and you're like, oh, you took a while to get here, dude. Yeah, exactly. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? I think so. Yeah, definitely Joe Pesci for sure. It's Joe Pesci, but he's like bald. He's got like a buzz cut. It's pulling off his Jason Statham look. Yeah, or like Joe Pesci could be his older brother or something. Oh, oh no. Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci's so old now too. That's funny. What's funny is apparently, so Ivan Reitman passed away this year, who I guess, you know, or passed away last year, I think. Um, and he obviously, you know, did Ghostbusters, and he also wrote Twins, and directed Twins as well. They were actually, he was in talks before he passed away with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito to do a sequel to Twins called Triplets that was supposed to come out in 2024. I know. And because he passed away, I read an article recently that Arnold still wants to go through with it, but they're not sure if they want to go through with it without him, because the idea, I guess, was like they really liked working with him at that time, so they just wanted to work with him again. But now that he's passed, they're like, I think Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger are like shelving it at this point. But that's fair. And a lot of times why you do want to work with someone is not because necessarily what you're making, but it's just because of the experience getting to work with them. Like, you know, they're probably going to work together for a year. They get to hang out with old friends for a year. It's almost like a reunion. Mm. Damn, we keep falling through these holes here. there's there's something like there's a momentum that you just aren't getting in the same way, um, that I'm missing from the NES one. Oop, nice. All right, I'll do it. Well, I didn't want to at first, but damn, World 5 sucks. Oh shit, are you gonna do this to me, game? I'm fucked. Yeah, I screwed myself over there. Oh, apparently there's a gardener outside. I don't I don't understand why there's a gardener outside. He shows up weekly and does nothing. I feel like he like uses a weed whacker on like just dirt that doesn't even have anything going on. And he's just constantly using tools, and I think he's just an old man who's like, I need to justify why I'm here and getting paid. Like our property. Yeah, exactly. It like never snows. It's like, well, I'm using a snowblower. It's like, okay. That's so funny. Damn, yeah, this is not having not played this in a little bit. Like I did play it. We did play and beat this, I want to say like 8 months ago or so. Early on in the stream I did a whole bunch of different versions of Mario 1 contextually. Is this guy seriously fucking like grinding up trees? He's grinding up trees right now. 1 second. 1 second. There's nothing I can do about that. There's no trees. Oh, damn. Interesting. There's some dead cedar trees that have been like lining our property for quite a while. Interesting. And they just decided to cut them and shred them. You know, like when cedar kind of gets sick, sometimes like all the needles just fall off. It's like they're kind of like, it's not good to have them up still, but it just kind of blows my mind that like our whole house is like got a fence of cedar trees, and they literally just now just cut down like 30 of them and pushed them through like a wood chipper. Yeah, that's just like, it seems like a lot all at once. That is funny. Mm. Yeah, so it's like, it's nostalgic, right? Like I grew up in cities, and then now living here, it's just, there's basically, it's kind of like a rainforest. There's lots of mountains, snow-capped mountains in the distance and stuff. Like it's a really beautiful place. But where I was born, like I lived in Toronto downtown. Like my front yard was like an alleyway with graffiti in it. That was just my usual sort of thing. But yeah, moving out here has been fantastic because like I'd never seen hummingbirds before, and there's like 4 or 5 trees in our backyard where hummingbirds just live. I'd never seen one in my life until I came out here, and now you can go out pretty much every day and see them. And really cool bugs, butterflies. Yeah, exactly. And well, we have one, and also actually it was Rathe who was showing me about different bugs and different butterflies that are like actually only native to our area, which is really cool. And I was able to like spot them as soon as I learned about them. Ooh, damn. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pacific Northwest. Yeah. A lot of it isn't like livable too as well. Like there's lots of places that people can't build houses, or have built houses in really interesting spots. And where I'm from, like in Ontario, it's very much like flatland cities. Not a lot of hills, not a lot of trees. There's definitely work meetings going on here too. Damn. It's just funny. There's a few people now. Neighbors are outside. Like, what the hell are you doing? Making a big stink. Yeah. Hopefully, it's not too bad. Okay. Well, I can't hear your machine, so that's good. I live in an old. Our building's like over 100 years old, and so the windows are single pane. It's the worst. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't do much. I just keep the blinds or curtains closed. Yeah, but also it doesn't get ultra cold here. Like for some reason, I'm so much more used to like Ontario winters are like terrible. They're really really rough. Like -30. Yeah, same thing. And similar kind of climate where the summers are really hot and then the winters are really cold. But here, it's winters are like wet. Like it rains more than anything, which is interesting. I just miss. That's one thing I miss is like the smells of autumn and winter in that area are drastically different than over here. We're close to the ocean too, so yeah. So it never like it. You don't get the same smells it all. Damn, this sucks. I feel like I'm just completely losing. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to... I'm curious, do you want to try Lost Levels? Okay. Yeah, this is... That part is so tricky. It's one of the toughest Lakitu sections. With the steps there. It's always the same Koopa. Which came first? The Koopa or the hole? Well, damn it. So, that's another thing that I use a lot is the ground tiles. I actually count them when I'm playing the NES one, and there's no way to like count the tiles on the ground because yeah, basically. So you can't do it the same way, and I'm so used to like to jump over that piranha plant that I jumped into. I'm so used to like looking and being like, okay, jump as soon as we see the 5th tile. But the graphics change that strat here. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I think I was in the stream when Mighty Collector mentioned that because I never thought of walking off it as well. I think he said like, just walk. I always just walk off this section, and it kind of blew my mind. I was like, what? Because I always like just think I gotta jump. Yeah, that's funny. It's a testament to these games, right? That like there's still new shit to like. They're simple games, right? But there's still new shit to learn in them, like constantly. Yeah, totally. Whoa, nice. Yeah. Yeah, like even, that's pretty funny that you can actually just jump. Like the way the pipes look and the way that your sprite looks, you can actually be standing on nothing but still be on the ledge of the pipe. Yeah, like that's pretty wild, right? But I don't think you can do that. I think that's a little different than Mario 1 on the NES. I'm pretty sure that's a slightly different thing. Like you don't have as much leeway. Mm. It's like an illusion. Yeah. Wow. Yikes. Oh wow, they're just digging up. That's crazy. They're digging up like so much of our front yard right now. That blows my mind. I guess they decided finally. Well, the thing is, when I first moved in here 2 years ago, um, 2 of them were sick. So 2 of them had the needles off of them, and there were these really nice like cedar bushes, cedar trees. And then, unfortunately, in that time, now 14 of them don't have leaves. So it's spreading through that specific type of tree. Like, look at that. That's so funny. Yeah, I was like, you know what? If I press it again, I'm definitely gonna die here. Exactly. That's That's funny. Yeah, exactly. You know what's weird is like so starting the stream, like starting my channel, it really initially was just to like reach out to community and meet like-minded folks like yourself and other awesome streamers and stuff because I wasn't able to do that. A lot of the like-minded folks in my life like just was not a thing. Everything changed. But what's funny is that I've slowly through playing revisiting a lot of these retro games, I've been getting more interested in game design and game design concepts. And then now it's just kind of surreal that like I do work for a game dev, so it's like this weird it was meant to happen sort of thing. But I'm starting to like think about game design in a different way. Um, like I feel like I'm a little more critical now that I've been doing this for a while. It's like, damn, well, that hitbox or that, like they could have done this or they could have done this. I think lots of people get critical like that though, with things they like. Yeah, yeah, like multiplayer. Oh yeah, 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 totally. I never played that game actually. Oh. Yes, yes. Finally, yeah. 10 people's a lot. Yeah, totally. And just like I mean, you can think about if we wanted to do like a D&D campaign or something, even finding 4 people that can align their schedules, like that's a lot. It's almost like being in a band. It's like, damn, well, who has the time, right? It's really just based on like who can do it and who wants to do it. I've always wanted to do a D&D campaign. Like, that'd be really fun. Like the teams, like stream teams kind of thing. Like streamer teams, or no? Yeah, 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 yeah. And I've joined a few co-ops with like people that have been doing it for like 5 6 years every Sunday at this time. Like I've joined that as well, and it's not the same as like building the community and like 5 people that want to play diving in. I really can't wait for like Shredder's Revenge to come out, the TMNT one, because that's gonna have 4 player multiplayer co-op. And as far as I know, I think I read somewhere that they're trying to do multi like cross platform, sort of like how Minecraft does. So one person can have it on the Switch, one person can have it on Steam or PS4, and they can play. Yeah, yeah, with that kind of thing. Well, they have like their whole. I think a lot of the companies, like even Xbox too, right? They try to like have a little more control over their online service. Mm, yeah, Nice. That'd be cool. And, considering they have a ton of resources that way. Damn. Damn it. Yeah, and like they've messed around with online in so many different ways. Even like that BS Satellaview thing that was like the add-on for the SNES. They had some really cool concepts. Like I like the idea of every day there's like a little bit of more of a Zelda story that you have to play through. But that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. It's just well, and it's just not a focus. It seems to be for them, right? So damn, this is bad. Are we both on 8 too? No, I'm on 8-1. Damn, not easy. Interesting. Yeah, totally. It's nice to have the music, like I said, but I kind of enjoy there not being music on my end just because it allows to focus. Oh, Tony Uncle Al. Welcome to the stream, Tony Uncle Al. Hope you're doing well. Do a quick shout out. Oh, and Michelle, welcome. Welcome, Michelle. Lurking on a working day. All right. It's tricky with this. There is a way to like completely leap over all those pipes and clear every single piranha plant, like by the pixel. But because I can't see the tiles at my feet, there's no way. I'm not gonna attempt it. Come on. I know. And you know what? It's exactly what you're saying. Like there's the tiles look smaller or the sprites look different, and so I keep second guessing. It looks like I'm gonna slip through it if I run. It's funny. A lot of like people not doing well in Mario games has to do with hesitating. I feel like. Yeah, exactly. And the same with Adventure Island. That's one thing. Like when I played a bunch of the classic Adventure Island games, some levels like are begging for you to speed through them, and some of them are like, no, 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 slow right down. You need to be moving real slow. And it blew my mind that Sonic One actually has a lot of that because we played all three Sonics um, a while back, and Sonic One has a lot of moments that slow you down. And I even ended up playing Sonic One on the Master System or whatever the Game Gear Master System version was. And the second stage, if you can believe it, is a slow auto scroller in a Sonic game. And you're like, what's happening right now? And it's slower than like the base auto scroller speed in Mario 3. It blew me away. I thought I was playing a fan game. I was like, I'm being trolled right now. Like somebody made a hack just to like. But I think that's like what we were talking about before. Sonic has just boiled down to just chili dogs and going fast. But at one point, he like had to slow down. He had to take his time. We just forgot about that aspect of his character. You look and there's like clearly you see he got hit in the head. There's like an injury on Sonic's head. You're like, okay, that makes sense. Chili dogs, exactly. It's like paid for by the government of Mobius. Paid for by the government of Mobius. You gotta go fast, but not too fast. That's funny. Oh yeah, you had to manipulate that. That's so funny. Ooh. Yeah, you got it. Sometimes you got to use those iframes. Ooh. Yes. Oh, what? In NES. That's ridiculous. Damn. I wonder if it's a sprite limit thing. Because the hammer's on screen or something like that. That's weird. It's very strange behavior. Mario 1. What the hell? What? I didn't see the complete finish. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Because you can't. That's so hard to time that. In the Mario 1 randomizer, it actually does shuffle the initial frame that he throws the hammers at, and shuffles the pattern, just to make it a little harder to predict that. But that is like, even in the original game, like that's the thing, is like that happens. That's like a once in a blue moon moment. It's also like the most sad. It's like there's a lot of satisfying things in games, and that's definitely up there for like top satisfying moments in games. Is being able to thread the needle. That's funny. Sometimes you just gotta close your eyes like that. Okay, please. Exactly. Uh, Please don't die. So here's a perfect moment where an auto cue would be great because I would know when the invincibility is gonna run out. Oh, that's awful. Nice. Nice. Oh, like if there's treasure or if someone's attacking you and like all these different things that are like things that happen in the game. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice. So you and then you know like if that happened like four times. It's kind of like weirdly like Mario Kart when you throw a shell and then when it hits somebody you hear like wahoo or something. Like you hear like the success, but you can't see it. Yeah. Nice. Oh, cool. When it's like perfectly aligned with the wind. Oh, that's so cool. Hmm. That's really cool. And that would be such like imagine if something like that existed in Wind Waker. Like something as simple as that. Like instead of the visual cue, because I know they always have like an arrow pointing, but it always made the boat sections in Wind Waker feel like Crazy Taxi or something. Like just stopping off to pick up a Hyrulean fish. Where to, bub? You got this. You got this. You got this. Oh, what's in? You know what? Itarama is in control. Did you see that? That was amazing. Okay, that was perfect. So you dropping the controller. What ended up happening is the second that you died there, the moment you died, a Nintendo Switch pop up just popped up for me, and it said Itarama is in control, like you're in control of the game, but it's like it's the perfect juxtaposition. Oh, okay. That's amazing. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Well, what if like you were having like, confidence issues? You were having just issues with confidence and like, being able to like handle your life, and then you saw that message and it was enough to turn things around for you. You were like, I am in control. You are right. Nintendo had no idea that they just saved somebody's life, basically. That's funny. It's just affirming messages. Well, there's old school retro games that call you out when you get a game over too, right? So it's a nice change of pace. Oh, nice. Yeah, that single block is one of the toughest. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we just went into the hole. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like it looks like it's kind of like like glitching out almost in a way. This reminds me so much of like playing the Wii when you have these gloves. Like the first time you played the Wii multiplayer, it was like, whoa, you can rotate it. um, okay, let's do this. Maybe. No, no, it doesn't let me do it, but I don't know. Like, is there? I don't have a Switch Pro. I just have like I think I have the second version of the Switch that came out because my dad was getting it for me, and then they said, "Oh, a new one's coming out like in 2019. Like, you should just get that one." I don't know if it's version 2 or whatever you want to call it, but um, I think so. Yeah, I've only ever experienced that once, and it was when playing Pokemon. It was the first time I played Pokemon Legends. Um, I experienced like something like that where like my character just kept walking in circles. Oh shoot! Yeah, you're like in a super crucial boss fight. Damn, we're both stuck in 8-1. There's probably been like at least 100 Koopas that we've run into collectively. So there was a Flash game, and you can't. I don't know if you can still play it because I don't think Flash is supported. But there was a Flash game I used to spend hours playing called Mario Crossover, or Super Mario Brothers Crossover, and it was just the NES Mario Brothers, but you could randomize the music, the aesthetic of the game, so the level could look like a Castlevania level, or a Zelda 2 level, or a Metroid 1 level, or Blaster Master, and you could play as any of those characters and play in the way that you control them in their original games. So you could do downward stabs as Link. You could upgrade, instead of getting mushrooms like Mario and Luigi, you could upgrade like your tank Sophia from Blaster Master, and when you got 2 mushrooms in, that means you got like missiles and the hover ability. So you could play through the game as completely different characters, as Dr. Wowie, as Mega Man bass with like double jump, all sorts of cool stuff. But I'd love to play it again, but it doesn't look like Flash is supported in any way on any browser anymore, right? It's like kind of like a defunct thing. Yeah. And if you like, depending on if you have Flash, like, can you go to Newgrounds right now, for example, and watch Flash animations on your computer? Because I can't. Because the only devices I own are tablets, mobile devices, or MacBooks. And even on a newer version of a PC laptop, no Newgrounds animation will load. So I think that it's just like they phased it out. Adobe bought them, phased it out, and just decided like, hey, this is no longer a big protocol. It's no longer like a website protocol. So we're just gonna, no one's using them anymore. No one's making Flash sites. So let's just move them on. But it's kind of a nostalgic thing for me. Yeah, especially for me, like as somebody who I learned my sound design through Macromedia Flash, and when I was growing up, I used to teach like Flash workshops in my elementary school for people, and teach them how to like do like keyframes and between frames and like syncing audio to stuff. And I was like 14 or 15, but that was like the first DAW that I ever messed around with, if you don't count Mario Paint, where I could like work with audio in a digital audio workstation. And I don't know, I'm just very nostalgic for it, and I wouldn't have even gone into sound design if it wasn't for Flash. But I can't watch any of the, like, even though they're really shitty, I can't watch any of the the sprite animations that I made when I was like a Newgrounds affiliate. I put out like 50, 60, ran my own website, and used to upload weekly, like sprite animations. I had one called the Golden Mushroom, and the only way I can watch any of my animations if I wanted to is to find really bad videos of them on YouTube, like people filming with their camera, their handheld camera, the Flash video off of Newgrounds. So there are versions of my animations available, but it's like somebody filming their computer, which is really interesting. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's like a shame when that sort of thing, like you're saying, like becomes obsolete. Like when you make it like unable, like it's kind of like if all of a sudden all your music just got deleted. It's like, well, yeah, yeah. Like if someone cared enough, then I think they could probably create like some sort of codec that would convert it into a video. But it's also like Flash has the interactive aspect, and I think that's a big thing, right? Like I think that's part of the reason why it doesn't get supported, because there's Flash games and buttons that like different key bindings for different Flash games and stuff. And so I think there's too many variables to do that. But I'm sure there's someone out there who's waxing nostalgic for Flash that's like a good programmer and knows what they're doing. In fact, our company is looking for programmers right now. I'm trying to keep an eye out for people who have web design experience that would be interested in working on game development. I don't know. I don't know any programmers, but I know I follow a lot of game devs on Twitter and stuff. Yeah, same. Like just Turing and like HTML. That's basically it. Damn, you so that last kill with the Koopa there that you got was another like cheap kill. That definitely like you were on top of that Koopa. Yeah. So dumb. Yeah. Yeah, totally. And you can also there's ways to like jump on the Koopa and it looks like you're not actually going to hit the Koopa in the original, but still get them. Like there's like you have an easier time with them in the NES one. Oh fuck. Man, we're failing. We just keep like running into a Buzzy Beetle butt. Jumping on a Koopa. But it would be such like this would be much easier if we were playing the NES one. Absolutely. I'm more used to it, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Which is pretty cool. Whoa. I keep just wanting to smile back at the clouds. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing. Oh shit. Damn. Dodge. Yeah, exactly. I'm all for a lack of lakitu. Ugh. Okay. Alright, 8-1. We got this. Oop. Yeah, to the bonus rooms. Even in coin heaven and stuff, it's just like floating in the air. You're like, hey, what? That doesn't make sense. Whoa, burning pigeons! Welcome to the stream. Welcome raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. Also, another big thanks to Nigel Neverland for the raid over in Adorama's channel. Terrible time to raid. You're gonna hear a ton of trees being just eaten up outside. I was hungry and I ate a bunch of trees. I needed the fiber. Hope you're doing well. What were you streaming today? I'm going to do a quick shout out to Burning Pigeons. If you're not following Burning Pigeons, go give them a follow. I'm streaming right now with Adorama. We're both streaming at the same time, and we're doing like a Mario Day co-op stream of All-Stars. It just so happened to coincide on Mario Day. This is not planned. It was planned, but not planned to coincide. Just so happened. We're trying to just casually beat Mario 1, just having a casual hangout. I don't have any of the game audio going on right now. For whatever reason, the setup isn't working too great. Oh, nice. Burning Pigeons was playing Elden Ring. So I don't know much about the game. I know a lot of people are streaming it right now. I know, Adorama, you've played a ton of the Dark Souls games. Are you interested in trying out Elden Ring at all? Nice. Oh, shoot. What about, is it available just on computer right now, or? Yeah. Yeah. Like PS5 and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Damn, I'm sorry about all the noise in the background. It's like they moved closer to the house to do it, which is ridiculous. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Well, I hopefully it's not being picked up. Burning Pigeons was playing Elden Ring. You have to run for work for 30 minutes, and then you'll be back in a bit. Nice. How have you been enjoying Elden Ring, Pigeons? Get back here. Tell me how. Review the game, please. That's funny. But yeah, it does look. It looks like they've taken a lot of the, because it's the same makers of Dark Souls, right, and the same style of game, really. Yeah, so it looks like they've taken a lot of like cues from it and have improved. You know, it feels like a refined experience, which is really cool. Yeah. That seems to be that's the trend. And even, I've actually heard a lot of people compare Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West with like some of the new exploratory games and stuff like that, like Souls-likes. And it's interesting because a lot of people are saying that like the Horizon games feel old, even though they just came out. Like they feel like the older, like a previous era of video gaming's interpretation of open world. And then the Dark Souls games, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Breath of the Wild, and I'm sure Sonic, whatever the hell it's called, the new Sonic one, Frontiers or whatever. They're claiming it's going to be open world and like Breath of the Wild like. So that's the thing that's really stupid is like chili dogs. No, I think that's going to be dumb, but I think there's like there's probably like some validity to the fact that there's the trend of the way open world games are being approached right now, and then there's like people attempting it based on like our, you know, previous experience with open world games. I don't know how to describe it, but I can't articulate it the best at the moment. Yeah, and I think that their approach, like for the new game, I think that they're like leaning away from Breath of the Wild and more towards like the older, like maybe like a game like Skyrim or something like that. Like it feels more like Oblivion or Skyrim style open world. But I haven't played it either, so. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's the timing, and I think it's just because maybe like it's a fantastic game. It looks like a lot of fun. I've watched some people play both the Horizon games, and the concepts behind it are really cool. But maybe it's something that like if it came out like 5 years or 10 years beforehand, it would have like blown everyone away out of the water, right? But now it's just a timing thing. What that's so stupid. You should easily be able to have jumped on that. His pupil. Oh, that was a pupil kill that had nothing to do with. That's dumb. That was really dumb. Oh, nice. Oh, for me, I didn't expect my PC could run this, but it's working. Oh shit! This is awful. Like how many times? It's... They turn up the difficulty. They just crank it up. They're like, shit, we only have 4 more levels. Quick, resolve all the story plot points. Yeah, it's too easy, exactly. And then they got that same person to make lost levels. That's funny. Okay. Oh yeah, I definitely can hear it through my speakers, so hopefully no one's hearing the ridiculous chainsawing that's going on outside. We should be playing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because I don't have any music going on, so at least there'd be a... there'd be a suiting soundtrack. Oh no. Okay. What'd you say about Razin Dawn? What was it? Razin Zero Dawn? Oh wow. Whoa. That's disgusting. There's so much smog coming from that tree wood chipper. What the hell? Like brown smog. Yeah. It's like gross brown smog like coming out of the exhaust of the fucking tree chipper. Not even, it's not coming from where the tree's being chipped. Very strange. That can't be good for the environment, that's for sure. Wow. I'm sorry for anyone just joining. I got a bunch of like trees outside that are just being like absolutely obliterated outside, I guess, by our property managers, gardeners, and stuff. Wow. Damn it! Every time it's, you know, that jump right there, I always like overdo it. Into the 3. There's like a single Koopa, and then there's like 2 groups of 3 Koopas. It's awful. Check it out. Come on. That's funny. Damn. Yeah. Nope. Well, because they had to, like, they upped the difficulty curve on, like, 8.1. So they're like, shit. And they just had to keep, like, 1-upping themselves. So by the time you get to 8.4, you've got a 3-up, and then you're, hey-oh. Now it's difficult. Actually, 8.4 is really probably my least favorite level, only because you have to memorize, like, the patterns of like what pipes to go to. I think it's really dumb. Actually, Mighty Collector saved me so much time and effort in that same stream when he was saying just walk off that pipe. He also mentioned, yeah, just all you got to do is just go into each pipe that, like the pipe that happens after each pipe or after each lava pit. Yeah, I didn't know that at all. Never thought that that was a thing, and it blew my mind. I was like, what? And so now I always like I never forget the pattern, but I used to 100% forget it every single time and like try every single pipe every time. Bam, we did it. Whew. Nice. But it's funny, it's kind of like a recipe, right? You find out something about a recipe and you're like, oh shit. You leave that out and then everything's completely different. You do that one thing, like let a dough rest or something, and then all of a sudden it makes like, you know, complete difference to the end product. It's like as soon as you know like one little tip and trick like that. I'd love to do a show. I grew up in Canada. We had a show called Video and Arcade Top 10. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's like a 90s show. Basically a kids game show that was video game focused, and the prizes were video games. So you'd get like a Game Boy Color and Wario Land 2 and a link cable. And that would be like your prize. And it was a lot like the Wizard and the Nintendo World Championships, where at the end it would be like 3 people playing this and trying to beat 8-2. And whoever could beat 8-2 first, or for example, would win. And it was always different. There were different challenges, like beat this boss or beat this level under a certain amount of time. I've always wanted to develop something like that, but on Twitch, where I host it, because I have 6 years of experience of hosting events. And what I was thinking about doing was hosting it, having 3 streamers compete, and it's just like a game show. We do different episodes. We look into maybe setting up prizes, like physical or digital game prizes or something like that on Steam, or you know, if there's something somebody wants, we can buy it for them, and then like get sponsors, make it proper, and also have segments of tips and tricks and strategies, because they used to have these like super 90s like segments in the show where it was like, if you jump, you know, on top of Tatanga, it'd be like give you like tips on how to beat Tatanga in like Mario Land 2, and it's like, remember to jump whenever you see this happens, and if you do this you'll die. Like I think that would be really cool to like recreate and have like segments in the stream that were like tips and tricks, and have like guest streamers. Like Mighty Collector would be the perfect guest for that. You know, for like a Mario 1 tips and tricks thing. I'd love to do something like that. I love that show as a kid, and I still don't know how they got away with it, but the theme song to that show is just the Flashman stage from Mega Man 2. They just used it without like asking Capcom or without permission. It's just like, imagine if we just started our own TV show and we just decided to use like the shop music from Ocarina of Time as the opening theme song. They're gonna know. They're gonna find out. Yeah. I just think it's so funny. They just didn't care. But I love the idea of that type of show. And I'd love to do something like that, because it's like, it totally is a great way to like tie in with collaboration, and maybe even collaborate with game developers who are like, hey, I've got a new game coming out, maybe we'll give that away. It'd be kind of fun. Yeah, totally. Like to me, watching those like The Wizard was such a formative movie for me. And watching like the Nintendo World Championships and stuff, that's always such an exciting thing for me, whereas like sports don't do anything for me. That is like sports to me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll watch the Super Bowl. I'll watch like special event stuff, but I won't. Yeah. Oh shit, you're here, man. You are here. You got this. I actually really like the backdrop here as well too, the ruins. It looks like Venice or something. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, you go from the NES one to that. It's a huge difference. Oh shit! That was like on the frame. It hit you right on the frame that you hit him. That's crazy. Oh, that was an interesting jump. Oh wow, that was also interesting. I don't know what happened there. Oh. That's the thing. There's so many precise things you have to do in 8-3, like so many precise movements that like you can get 7 correct, and then that eighth one just screws you up. Yeah, they definitely require practice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, something like that, or like imagine if like you're both limited to one specific weapon. Like okay, you can only use the bow, and it's a bow only race. Like that would be really cool. Or even just one boss, like one boss. Just you're at the boss. You don't even have to do the level. You're just at the boss with a save state, and whoever beats the boss quicker. Like that'd be super fun. Actually, you mentioned on another stream when I was playing doing the Deathless challenge, I was asking what type of All Stars style game would you like to see? Like a compilation with better graphics, or just updated graphics? And you had mentioned like a Ghouls and Ghosts All Stars. That would be incredible. That'd be such a fun game because there's enough variance between all the different versions. Like, ooh, damn. But yeah, there's a lot of cool like versions of Ghouls and Ghosts out there, and if it was in the style of the new one, that'd be really cool. Hmm. Yeah, like this obviously this is very different. Obviously, Mario 1 was built from the ground up, but Mario 3 is not, and you can see that it controls a lot more like Mario 3 on the NES. Like it's not that much different. Um, so I feel like it would be really cool to see them maybe rework some of the earlier Ghouls and Ghosts, like create a new engine or whatever, like try and build it from the ground up, but then the later ones keep them more. Because what do you have? You have Ghosts and Goblins. You got Super Ghouls and Ghosts. You have Ghouls and Ghosts on the Genesis, which all have unique levels, and the Master System one I think has unique levels too. So you've got 4. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. There was an arcade version. That would be cool. Like, imagine if you could do that, and then imagine if they also, just for fun, because I like this, just gave you like a level gauntlet mode where they just randomize levels. Like, I would love to see that in this. Like, imagine if you had to do 8-4 here, and then it served you like World 7-2 in Mario 2 right after. Oh yeah, that's right. Because they do, yeah, that's right. They do serve you. I didn't play it that much. I think I hopped onto it for like a little bit, and that was it. But they serve you like famous, well-known levels, right? That's the whole idea. Yeah. Oh yeah, that could be really cool actually. Oh, come on. I gotta go from 8-1. Okay, you got one life left. I'm definitely down to check out. I'm gonna probably like just make a coffee real quick here, but I was definitely down to check out some lost levels. I haven't played, so that's one that I haven't played in years, and I feel like because we've been playing this for a bit, we've got a little bit of the rust off. Great. We got a little bit. We're doing better than we did at the beginning. That's for sure. Okay. Um, watch me do it right here. I'm like just gonna rush before. Yeah. Yeah. No big deal. Easy. Yeah. Exactly. That's what Mario does with Luigi all the time. Just waits for him to screw up and then just shows up. Swoops in. He gets the slice of cake. Nope. All right. I'm gonna try to. I'll just take a quick break. What I think, like, what do you do when you do breaks normally on your end? Do you just play music? Cool. Yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, in just a few as well, so it won't be too long. Awesome. Thanks again, everyone. Thank you, Nigel Neverland, and thank you to Burning Pigeons for the raid. Okay. Hello. All right. Let's see if we can get that going. There's a little bit of lag. What? Lost Levels is single player only. Since when? Huh. Interesting. I mean, I understand that I can understand that Mario 2 is not multiplayer. But weird. Very strange. The things you learn. Okay, so I guess, what are the options then? Just Mario 3. Ooh. Well, with the recent Mario 3 challenge, I honestly, I don't think I could do Mario 3 right now, even though, which is funny because it's my favorite. It's easily my favorite game. Did I think I left my coffee. Just one second. I'm just gonna go grab it. Yeah, I'm down to try. We can do Mario 3. We can mess around with some Mario 3. I don't mind. It's not that torturous. It's more of a joke. I just spent time making a coffee, and yes, oh, that is loud. 3 is 2-player. Yeah. Okay. Are you connected? Or I guess, oh, it disconnected us. I think I have to. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll do that again. There we go. Yeah. Itarama is now in control. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. Oh, you have it set to 4:3. We had different resolutions set up. This is interesting. That's okay. I just had it on standard. So yours is, I think you have the widescreen. Mine might be 4:3. Oh, shoot. What? Right away? Okay, I'm Luigi this time, thankfully. Thankfully. I haven't played this in, like, the 2-player mode in a very, very long time. And they include this in, I think they include this in every Mario Advance title, which I think is a great addition. Hell yeah. little Luigi with the little peace sign is fantastic. Oh, I haven't played this in such a long time. This is cool. Oh, when he's like, yeah, in Mario 1, when he's, I noticed it a couple times when you finish your level. Ooh, the fighter flies are kind of getting in the way. I like the design, actually, of the enemies in this mode. Like the sprites. I would honestly, like, if someone made a fan game that was just this, or like a ROM hack that was like maybe like 40 levels of this or something, I think that'd be really cool. Yes. Strategic. That actually worked out well. So I actually haven't played like old school Mario Bros in a long time. So I don't even know how close this is to the original. Damn. What's up, Grandmaster Farmer? Welcome to the stream, and welcome Lord Loki as well. Hope you're doing well. I've been... Oh no! I'm not used to the aspect ratio. The sun was in my eyes. I was eating popcorn earlier, you know. Total Butterfingers. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh. Yo, at least shoot some star bits at these enemies while we're going through the level. Help me out here. I always thought that was such a weird two-player, or a weird attempt at two-player with Galaxy. It's just like, let them shoot things. I think it's cool that they can collect coins for you, but like at least give them a character. Like animate a character, like a Luma or something that you can control or something like that. Something different. Mm-hmm. Galaxy 2 refines a lot of that too, it's very obvious in moments of Galaxy, not all of it, but there's moments where you're like, you're throwing a dart at the wall right now, Nintendo. Like, you're just hoping that this will work, as opposed to, you know, this is like a tried, tested, and true thing. And I think that's probably why Odyssey works so well, is because it really does kind of pull, I think, from all of like their experience making 3D platformers. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a really cool game to revisit. I don't know. Like, I have the 3D All Stars pack, right? So I played Galaxy and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it much more than I did on the Wii the first time I played it. But I'm excited to play Sunshine on the Switch. Apparently there's some differences there. They changed, like, the camera's a little bit different. Some of the there's a little bit more going on, I guess, in terms of the game. But I haven't played that since the first time I played it on the GameCube. I did try Mario 64 on it, but the Switch controller just didn't work for me in that way. Yeah. Totally. Like, for me, it cost me like $20 more than I spent on Galaxy when it first came out. And I spent the same amount of money on Sunshine. So in my mind, it's like, oh, it's cool to be able to play them like portably and not have to like pull out my GameCube and plug it in and all that. That's cool. But don't call it All Stars. Don't just throw a soundtrack at us. You know, like it felt like very rushed. And I know lots of people have talked about this already, but ad nauseum, but still. I will say that Odyssey is on sale right now, I think. There's a Mario Day sale, so that's one thing I like about Mario Day. So I was considering getting Odyssey. Mm. Mm-hmm. Did you like 100% it? Yeah. Nice. And I've never done that with Mario 64 ever. Like, I've never done 120 stars. But also, I have gotten all the shine sprites. And I don't think I've gotten all the stars in Galaxy. I think like when I beat it both times, I just like did bare minimum I needed. But yeah, sometimes the only one I've like gone all out on. But how many moons is it again? Isn't it like a crazy amount, like 300 or something crazy? 800. Holy shit. That's crazy. Wow. I'm gonna stick with 3. 1,000 up moon. That's a lot. Henny Blank, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hey yo, you're about to have your morning coffee. I just got myself a free one. Oop, that was dumb. That was dumb. Looking at the chat. I felt it was awkward. I felt it was very, very awkward when it first came out. I had some trouble with certain sections, and I felt the controls were really awkward. I think they were banking on more people just intuitively picking up like what they're putting down. No pun intended, but yeah, like I think people are used to that kind of thing, and that you like by the time like by now, you know, people are used to like wacky control concepts. So I feel like maybe that's why it pulled me in. Oh, what? Welcome, Raiders. I'm actually really digging this despite spending hours and hours grinding out this game deathless. I'm really digging it, like, you know, without having to worry about dying. It's a different experience. Mm-hmm. Like taking the... Yeah, we've been wanting to do this co-op for a while, and I feel like we've done one successful co-op, and it was more of like a brainstorming session slash very casual Link to the Past randomizer race. But it was fun. Oh, yeah, that's right. I hijacked your Perfect Dark stream, that's right. Oh yeah, definitely a difficult game. I spent hours with that one though. It was a lot of fun, like on the original N64. Well, there's a psychological thing here. So I spent like 4 hours grinding this game deathless. I'm trying to do Mario 3 deathless. I don't think I would ever try to do that with any other Mario game, but trying to do Mario 3 deathless and warpless, and just the fact that I'm playing as Luigi, I just feel like I got more confidence in this, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I can definitely, there's less hesitation. I don't know what it is. There's no difference. Yeah, there's something about you know, there's no physical changes, there's no physics changes unless you're playing All Stars and World, but it's just interesting. Damn you. Trying to catch me off guard. Wait. Oh. Oh no, fireballed. I forgot about that. I totally blanked that that was an enemy type. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, when I play Mario Maker 2, I've been doing a lot of that recently. Just recently got the Switch capture card set up for me, and I always choose Luigi for those games or those levels. Nice. I like the emote, Henny, that you dropped in Rama's channel. Well, that's cute. You can't hear the other voice on my stream. Oh, you are right. I may have adjusted the sound. Just a sec. Yep, multi-output. No, I just don't understand what... It was working before. Yep. I don't know what's going on. I might have to actually just like